You're tuned into news across the galaxy where they talk all things LA Galaxy with the Nag Boys. Let's start nagging.
How else do we start this show? Jeez.
I don't know. You tell me, sir.
I don't know. We worked that CLT.
With a Big Mac. We started with a Big Mac, baby.
Ooh. No, we didn't
Sure,
start
Big
with
Mac, Happy Meal right there.
We are the CLT Commanders, baby.
I wouldn't say we started with the Big Mac. We definitely ended with the Big Mac, though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Talk about a Happy Meal. Welcome to News Across the Galaxy, where we talk all things LA Galaxy. My name's Eddie. As always, who's here?
Fuck, I don't know.
Tell him, Brian.
Hey, what up? This is Brian from News Across the Galaxy. I am always here.
Returning once again, Alex.
I'm telling you, that's a DP
Did
signing.
you ever leave?
No, I stayed here. I slept here. Nice place. I'm glad the bathroom works.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful studio, though, right?
It's beautiful.
Bathroom's working.
Oh, it is now. I think when you visit the studio, was it?
Oh, that's right.
It's changed since then. There's like a beautiful floor, the jacuzzi, the concierge are amazing, bro. That's why Alex
Nice.
hasn't left.
Hmm.
So welcome back, Alex.
Thank you.
Mr. Steamrollers are here. Mr. You know what? I won't give away the rest of your identities. Willis, what up, Willis?
Hi,
Hey,
That's it.
yeah, that's it.
I'm Brian's brother.
Yeah, and that's all you ever be. Edgar, what up,
Dang.
Edgar?
What's up, everyone? How you doing?
I'm sure everyone is doing fantastic.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
Amazing, to be honest.
Feeling good over here.
Feeling good for the points and the fact that we won. Spoiler alert: the first 2 games of the season. Performance wise, we'll get to it. But there's a couple things we want to go through first. Being that it's so early on in the season, Brian, you want to go through some results for today around the league?
Yeah, especially if you're playing fantasy, these results might, interest you. So we'll go with the first game. New England took on FC Dallas. New England won 1-0. Toronto took on the New York Red Bulls, and they got smacked 4-1.
Oof.
Bob Rally, huh?
Yeah.
Sporting Kansas City took on the Houston Dynamo, who have just signed Hector Herrera, which will be coming in the summer, I believe. And they Sporting won 1-0. Philadelphia took on Montreal. They won 2-1. They had a red card. San Jose, which we'll talk about in a little bit, took on the Columbus Crew, and they tied at 3. Chicago Fire took on Orlando. They tied at 0. Vancouver took on New York. They tied at 0. Kind of weird from New York City, right? Took an L last week. What up? And now, not being able to beat Vancouver. Cincinnati took on DC. DC won 1-0. They also had a red card. Minnesota versus Nashville, 1-1. Colorado versus Atlanta United, a surprising Colorado team that we saw get smacked last week. Smacks this week, 3-0. They beat Atlanta.
Uh-oh.
Smack it, smacker.
Real Salt Lake takes on the LA Galaxy's next week's rivals, Seattle Sounders, and Real Salt Lake won 1-0. That's 0-2 for Seattle. Surprising because they have a stacked team.
They're wounded right now, man.
Very
it's our
wounded.
chance.
And of course,
Not surprised.
to finish off the night, your LA Galaxy took on the CLT.
Hold on. We can
No,
talk
I'm
about
just
that.
setting it up.
All right. But the reason we bring this up because we're obviously Galaxy fans, but we actually really love the league too, and I don't like when they disrespect our league. I especially don't like people within our league disrespecting our league. So yeah, fuck San Jose, but Almeida had some interesting choice of words for his club, and I mean this might be the first situation of its kind. Edgar, I mean, you want to just elaborate, the best you can from what you remember that Almeida said regarding the Houston signing and his situation in San Jose?
Oh, Almeida was his usual dour self, and he said something to the effect of, "Well, isn't it nice when the front office actually cares enough to bring in some good players to your team?" It's like, ooh. I mean,
Those are fighting words, bro.
there's no love for San Jose, but damn. I know they brought him in there for as far as a project, right? It wasn't something where he's going to turn things around right away, but the Earthquakes have had a really hard time trying not only to shake Wando off, right, but like build something. They have some parts. They have one of our future Galaxy players still on the roster, but
Kaden Kell.
but they haven't been able to put it together. At that point, you wonder: is it the front office? Is it the manager? I mean, but this is not news across the Bay or wherever the hell they're playing. But it does. And when one of our teams looks bad, though, it kind of hurts the entire league because an outsider looking at it be like, wow, look at what a trash team that is. They're not even making an attempt to make it better, and you have this manager who has like a real big resume, and he's making comments like that. It makes everyone look bad.
Right. That's the point I wanted to bring up. That he's an outsider in a sense, you know, and some people looked at him. He's not what's her CONCACAF Champions League winner, right? So there's some respect to his name. So for someone like him to say some shit like that, that can kind of hurt our league, and that's just shit that pisses me off, right? Like, you have to be a pro at the end of the day. Shut the fuck up. Like, if you're in a bad situation, then just deal with it like a fucking pro. You swear like this was your first or it's gonna be your last bad situation. But why drag the league's fucking name through the dirt? And I think that was
I don't think that was it.
No?
I think he was trying to pressure the front office from San Jose to actually spend some money. I have no problem with that.
I agree with
Maybe
that.
pushing it.
100%.
I mean,
What were we saying to Dennis Eclose?
Yep.
Weren't we talking shit about
Yep.
him and the way he was going about his business and trying to punk him into making more signings that we wanted? That's exactly what he's doing. It's just coming from the actual coach instead of from the stupid fans.
maybe he's at a point in his, in his career with San Jose where he just doesn't care, and he's like, you know what, just fire me, please kill me.
Maybe, but I mean, there's absolute truth to what he's saying though, because San Jose is recently has been known for not signing any good players or any outside players that's gonna help the roster. And then I mean, they brought in Montero this year, but other than that, they've been so quiet, you know. So
They got
Wait,
chubby
so-
trophies. What you mean?
He's just frustrated.
So
He's frustrated. That's what it is.
So you're telling me there's more reason for us to hate San Jose?
Oh, that's always the more reason.
You know the saying, San Jose son.
Every year, every year, baby. We already know it.
All right, cool. You know what? Fuck it.
That's enough San Jose talk, to be honest.
That's enough of San Jose talk. But we got Galaxy action today. We did, right? Like, and the
Kind of.
second game of 2022.
Yeah.
Headed out to Charlotte. New team, record setting. We're gonna get to the lineups in a second, but let's just talk about how we felt going into a record-setting crowd. Remember the last time we went to a record-setting crowd, we got smacked. So I have to ask how you were feeling going into this crowd. I told Bryant, I think I told Buki or David or somebody that's like, when we play in front of these type of crowds and, you know, breaking in stadiums, breaking in teams, I don't think we have a good record. So I was pretty nervous, and I think for the most part I was right, you know, seeing the game we saw. But how were you guys feeling going into this game with everything, you know, attached to it?
I'll go first real quick. I have family in North Carolina. I have family in Charlotte. I have family in the Triangle, which is near side of the state. So, I was a little excited for them. I'm excited to see the league grow. I'm still confused about the decision to give Charlotte a franchise, despite the huge crowd today. I'm not going to take anything away from that crowd, but Charlotte they didn't care about soccer at all. Like 5 years ago, you go there, I don't care a damn. They have the Charlotte Independence. They're barely like pulling like 2,000 people into that stadium. And then across on the other side of the state, you had the old Carolina Railhawks, and who were bought by Stephen Malik. He turned them into North Carolina Football Club with the intention of converting them into an MLS franchise. He invested a lot of money into it. They were going to build a stadium, everything. They had everything ready to go, and then out of the blue, three investors got together, poured in a bunch of money into Don Garber's ears, and slipped some money into his pocket. And all of a sudden, Charlotte got an expansion franchise, and it's like, where the hell did that come from? And then they throw them into that stadium. They remove all the natural grass, put in artificial, and I mean, I heard that it's been a nightmare for them to try to get people to sign for season tickets. And if you haven't heard yet, you can read it. You can look it up online, but it's a mess. One of my good friends lives out there, and he told me he wanted to get season tickets. He says, in order to get season tickets, you got to put a down payment first, $900 to get a seat license. After that, then you can go ahead and pay for season tickets, which are more expensive than La Liga tickets.
Damn.
So if you want to go ahead and do that for an expansion team that's probably going to lose the majority of their games, go ahead. The stadium is old. I mean, the stadium is old, even for NFL standards. It's one of the most bare bones, oldest stadiums in the league. I visited there maybe 6, 7 years ago, and it was okay for NFL standards. But you look at some of the newer stadiums in the league now, even NFL stadiums, it's not one of the best. So who knows what their long term outlook is? But just for today, 75,000 people showed up. Most of them probably won't be back.
Mm-mm.
But at least for one day, MLS looked really good on prime time, and Galaxy was there to take the spoils, obviously. But going to the game, I was excited. I did not expect the LA Galaxy to lose. There's no way they could lose a game like this against just a trash team. They're so bad that even their manager was saying we're screwed before the season even started. So I mean, that was just my expectation going in, and then that's before I even saw the lineup. So sorry if I ran out too much, but I just want to give everyone an idea of what was going on in my mind right before this game started.
I mean, that's a lot more than we all had in mind. Anybody else just?
I was just gonna say I'm excited. I was excited. I didn't feel we were gonna go in there and lose either. I felt pretty confident. Okay, we're gonna take this W, but there was a lot of sloppiness, which we'll get into. But overall, the atmosphere looked great. It looked awesome on TV. It looked loud. So I don't know. They brought it. The turf, man. The turf, those.
I don't know what it is with the turf, dude.
Man.
I hate it especially for our players, since we have a couple aging players that won't benefit from being on turf, a couple DPs that won't benefit being on turf.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the field was. I'm with you, Alex. I was very excited, mainly because we got the win last week and we shut out the defending champs. How are we not gonna smash this team, right?
Yeah.
That was my thought going in. So I was very optimistic. What about you, Bruce?
By the way, it's baffling about the field because Carolina rains all the time. So how the hell can it not have a natural field? Who knows?
They don't want to maintain it, I'm assuming, or they don't have the personnel to upkeep the grass. Maybe that's why. But I was pumped. I was pumped to watch this game. I think like Brian said, coming off of last week, I thought they played really well, and I was just excited to see some more Galaxy and watch them smack the newcomers.
So
That would have been fun, but
so you were confident that they were going to smack these newcomers.
oh hell yeah! So confident, I picked a bunch of Galaxy players for my on this team. For my fantasy team.
So did I.
You picked Chicharito 3 times, right?
Yep,
Can you do that?
drafted them 3 times too.
Learn, rookie. No, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to say because I was pumped, but then I was very cautious about what was coming. But let's just let's start with the lineup, right? Let's. Can I copy paste here? Because that's pretty much what it was, right, guys?
It was the same thing as last week. Bond in the back, our 2 shutdown defenders, Nick DePew and Sega Coulibaly. Put some respect on that man's name, Sega. And then you had Raheem out left, Araujo out right. Your 2 CDMs were Mark Delgado and Ryan Revolucion. On the left side was Cabral. On the right side, Costa. Your cam, which should not be your cam anymore. Please, let's stop with this experiment. Vasquez. And up top, of course, the main man, Mr. Emotional, Javier El Chicharito Hernandez.
El Llorón.
El Llorón.
Quiere llorar.
Leave him alone.
Quiere llorar.
You leave that man alone, all right?
So you guys know the question already, right?
Chichilla.
So you guys know the question already, right? You see the lineup. You had certain emotions going into this game.
Yeah.
Now you know what we're going in with. It was same fucking squad as last week. You're feeling going in. It's a Charlotte team that has nothing to offer, unfortunately, to this league. And despite their one-day loyal fans for the home opener, they deserve more. But did you guys feel like we're still gonna run over this team when you saw this lineup?
Yeah, we should
Yeah, I
have.
thought so.
Absolutely. No way. No way
Yep.
we're going to lose this game, especially after that game against DC. DC,
But
they're not. They're not.
but Edgar, you say absolutely, but like absolutely, you going to run over this team or absolutely?
Yeah, I absolutely expected the LA Galaxy to run over them. Like I said, DC United is no prize chicken, and they handled them like nothing. Maybe it's just first game jitters, but I guess there's something to be said for having like 70,000 people screaming, behind you. You don't want to look bad in front of them. But by the same token, I kind of felt like the LA Galaxy came into this expecting to win, and you can never take anything for granted in a situation like that. You got to go in there. If you're gonna win, you got to go in there and come in punching.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of felt like they let Charlotte get into the game a little bit.
I want to let Alex get a word in because Alex hasn't said anything about. He always goes last.
Oh, so sorry, Alex.
No, it's not your fault. We already know you talk a lot. But no, I just want to get your feelings. You saw the lineup. We were together.
Yeah.
Shut your North Cal ass up.
You were there too, Brian.
No, but how
Ooh,
were
I
you
like
feeling,
that.
dude? You saw the light. Ooh, I like that. So you saw the lineup. And,
Yeah.
you know,
I thought our biggest complaint was Vasquez. We were kind of shocked. We kind of like gave our own options for that midfield, and that was the big shock to me again. It's like, man, they're going to continue with Vasquez. That's Vanny's boy, though, I guess. I mean, that's the only explanation I can think of. And look what happened. He got injured twice. Koulibaly, we all kind of figured, right? I mean, we all saw it and we're like, it's the same lineup as last week. It worked. But it could be more dynamic. I think we had mentioned that instead of Vasquez there, we'd move Costa in the middle.
Yeah.
And then maybe bring Grandsir onto that wing. I don't know if Vanny's waiting for that or for the team to build more chemistry, but I think he should pull the trigger now. Why not?
And it's a little bit annoying, right? The fact that as fans, it's not us five here. Anyone that is watching right now, anybody that just has a pair of eyes, has said for the last 3-5 years, we need a fucking cam.
Yeah.
Vasquez, yeah, that's cool. That's a band-aid though. We need a fucking cam.
We have Sasha.
That's another Band-Aid.
That's another
Oh.
band-aid.
That's an older
They're
Band-Aid.
literally band-aid.
Damn.
Victor Vasquez is the great value brand of Band-Aids, and Sasha's all reliable. He's Band-Aid brand. Band-Aid,
He's actual Band-Aids.
But it's a bit annoying, right?
Band-aid question.
It's very annoying. We said this on here that if we were starting with Vasquez, this is before the season started, that if we were going to keep starting with Vasquez, then we have a problem. We still have those two TAM players that we could come get, and none have been rumored to be a cam. One, a CDM / right back / CM, and Sergio Roberto, and then a center back, which right now doesn't look like we need one.
Nope.
We got Super Sega back there.
Sega Genesis.
Super Sega
Saturn,
Genesis.
baby.
Sega CD,
Saturn.
baby.
You guys are
His
you're
Dreamcast right now.
overreacting. Overreacting.
Nah, you killed it.
Sega.
We'll get to it though.
Ooh, I like that.
But yeah, I'm with Alex on that one. With the question of still starting Vasquez. Now, I mean, we won with him last week.
Mm-hmm.
He did go 80 minutes last week, so maybe that's why
80
it's
minutes
the injury.
too long.
Maybe that's why the injury crept in today. But
And let's be fair, he had a couple good runs and that one shot on goal.
yeah,
That shot, man.
Yeah. Maybe not get ahead of ourselves, but he did produce some things. But, I don't think he plays next week. But I guess we'll get to that.
yeah,
I mean, the thing with Vasquez always, I mean, the guy can produce, but at his age, you can only get so much out of him. And as the season wears on, he's obviously going to show some wear and tear. The fact that he got injured today, I don't know if the artificial field played into that, because the second time he got hurt, I think it was just same injury, but the second time he got hurt, it looked like no contact and artificial field, man. A lot of times when you have a new I don't know if it's AstroTurf, but a new field turf, whatever it is, when you have a new artificial field, it takes a while to settle in and to like really feel comfortable enough where you can play on it and not get snagged or hurt. And that can be the case. It'll be interesting to see how the Charlotte players do as the season progresses themselves. Maybe some of them will get hurt as well.
They're gonna start playing at that other stadium, that small stadium with 2,000 people that you mentioned earlier.
The Charlotte Independence.
Give it 2 more weeks and they'll be there.
They still won't get all the
might.
season ticket holders.
No, they won't.
Oh my god. Let's get into the game a bit. So shout out to Charlotte. That shit was loud. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw. By the way, Charlotte, their supporter group. I feel like a dick. I don't remember what their supporter group name is. But
Yeah,
they,
15 of them, dude.
Nah, and I'm not gonna make fun of them because I thought it was really cool what they did. They put an itinerary out for the Galaxy fans that were visiting. I thought that was really cool. It's like, hey, you're visiting our city. Check this out. You could do this on this night. You could do this on that night. I thought that was really cool. Shout out to them.
All that
Right.
just to get their scarves stolen.
Oh, that's just
Nah,
Southern
just kidding.
hospitality. That's you hear a lot of stuff, negative stuff about the South all the time, right? And politically, we don't want to keep politics out of it, but at its base, though, the South is a nice place. There is a certain thing to be said for Southern hospitality and sweet tea and Bojangles biscuits. So it's something I wasn't surprised when I saw it. I was like, oh, people in Charlotte want to show off their city, especially you have LA Galaxy fans come in. This is the creme of the creme, right? We're like the top club in the league. Want to make a good impression. So,
MLS royalty. That was
Yeah.
the headline.
Baby.
Oh,
Going to the
Queen
Queen
City was welcoming the
The
Kings.
royalty, yes. We are royalty. That is why they put the itinerary out. They're not gonna put it for nobody else. The fuck.
Ooh, I like that.
You really think Atlanta United's gonna come into town? They're gonna be like, "Hey guys,
Hey, by
let's
the way,
hang out."
it's Saturday night, 8:41 p.m. right now. If you're drinking, take
Don't.
a shot or a sip every time somebody says, "Ooh, I like that." Because
Oh, we're gonna play a drinking game with them.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, I
Let's
like
go.
that.
Swig on whatever you have.
No,
the gift that gives on giving, right? Jeez.
Bro, why? Never mind. We're not gonna talk about that shit. That shit is fucking hilarious, but they're so fucking stupid, bro.
Yeah, that.
Wow.
dude,
Nah, let's just we're talking about the Galaxy right now. Let's go.
Oh, I love it. Let's get into the actual game a bit, right? We look. Fuck. I think what sucks is I think this game was kind of mirrored to the last game we saw at home. There was. Actually, no. There was one big moment and something we highlight. We love Bond, right? Everyone loves Bond.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bond.
I don't. I'm a cleansed man, bro.
In a sense, I am too, because there was not much going on, but there was a very Bond moment that we've all pointed out here, coming off his line where Mr. Get Off My Team Kurubali had to clear it off his line, right? Do you guys remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Early in the
Yeah.
first half, Bond came out wild. How can a floating ball land right in somebody's head and you just like chasing butterflies or what the fuck
Yeah,
you doing?
came out with no
SpongeBob?
conviction. I think we've said this shit on here too. That he's horrible coming out of his box in the air, and set pieces, corners.
that was it was almost like a gift to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Because like they made something out of nothing, which any other goalkeeper just grabs that and snatches it up and said, like you said, Sega had to like clear it off the line, and you're
like anyone like Klinsman?
yeah, yeah.
Bruce.
Thank God for Sega. That would have been horrible.
Man, no.
Thank God.
No.
No
No
way.
way.
No way.
Refuse.
No what?
Willis,
I
God, Willis.
refuse, Sega.
No, it's a new
No.
season, man. He's
No, I
playing.
Yeah,
we
Sega
can
played
get
well.
into it later,
I'll
but
give it to him. I'll give it to him.
he's
played
playing
well.
great right now. Whatever the hell they told him, I hope they keep telling him.
I don't need
Well,
to get fired. That's what they told him.
You gotta get paid.
That's what I would have told him. Shit, hey, bro, you get fired. You better play.
Yeah, you either play or no pay.
Player don't play.
What?
Yeah.
If you're gonna play, don't play. Right? Ooh, I like that.
No.
Let's go.
You know what? I mean, Bond is gonna be Bond. We already know, like Brian said, we already know that one of his weaknesses coming out of the box. And to be honest, I don't understand. He's 6'5". I
He's
don't
afraid of
understand why
heights.
he's so weak.
Overconfident.
Afraid of
I
heights.
don't know. I don't understand why he's so weak in the air, but he just is. So, and teams have noticed it since last year, and that's probably
And
how they try to attack us as
and it's
well.
important. It's important because I'll just give you one example: MLS Cup, the first one versus Seattle and Toronto. You know, the fucking biggest save in the match was Stephen Fry saving Altidor's header. Off the
Oh,
cross,
yes,
making
that
it
was
right. This shit not coming off.
That was an amazing save.
That can be Bond coming out and missing the ball and it's in, right? Mind you, that Toronto had 0 shots on goal that game and they won, right? So it's just worrisome, man, that he makes those. I love Bondi. Bondi makes the biggest, baddest saves ever, but he makes some
That's
of the.
that's what I'm saying though. He's every goalkeeper has their weakness, bro. His is in the
But
air,
that's
but
come on, Willis. Come on.
his strength,
As a keeper, you know that's a pretty bad
overcome
one.
all those
You know that's a pretty
weaknesses,
bad
though.
one.
Dude.
Let me just point one thing out. Is
Bond is the
England
peak.
known for their goalkeepers? Really? I mean, there's
Seaman,
every
Pickford,
English goalkeeper. Well, Seaman, he made huge mistakes in clutch
Ronaldinho.
matches.
And I will argue that yes, Ronaldinho's goal was a golazo, but I think Seaman made it more of a golazo than it really was.
What I'm saying, what I'm
You
trying
don't
to say
think
is
so?
England
You
is
don't think
England
so?
is no, you're absolutely correct. I'm just saying England isn't known for being like a goalkeeping factory like the United States is.
Facts. Those are facts. And
So
So you're a
Go on.
Klinsman too, huh? Damn, you traitor. Damn, you traitor.
but look at it like this. That shot that little oopsie that Bond had, that was the only shot on goal that Charlotte had in the first half. The only one. And it started off right in the beginning. And it kind of gave me like fuck, I think we're fucked.
Yeah.
Right?
Those first 15 minutes were pretty shaky.
Yeah.
Didn't you say something about that, Eddie?
Yeah,
It's
I
always the
did.
first
I
15?
did. And you guys remember what it kept saying? Who was the most solid person back there?
Sega Koulibaly.
Sega, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says, bro. You can look at ratings, and I bet you that Who Scored has them as the highest rated. Well, maybe not highest rated, at least up there players for the game. Sega Koulibaly played a fucking great game. He had a couple turnovers going out and passes, but like defensively mistakes, I think he might have been the most solid. I think Julian had a rough night. Depew had a quiet night. I can't tell you if he had a great night or not. I think Raheem Edwards.
Solid
It's not
again.
what?
He was solid
Yeah.
again.
Solid.
Yes, he was.
No, you guys are
He's
tripping.
solid, dude.
Sloppy. He was sloppy today. It's
Defensively,
only 2
yeah.
games, but it was. I think it was a sloppier game.
Out of the
Okay.
2, yes.
I'll give you
for
that.
Sure.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, then too were like the better part of the defense, right? Julian, I think something is up with Julian. You're playing Charlotte, right?
I
So-
don't think he had a bad game.
I don't think so either.
I just don't think he had a
I think-
spectacular game. But we've come to expect more from Julian just because
he was
of what
being
we've seen from him.
being funny again. Though.
Did he elbow the guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Julian.
I
Oh,
think he
Yeah,
did.
for
I
sure.
honestly think he
hell
did.
yeah, that show was cheeky though.
Julian needs to chill, man. He's
Nah,
starting to.
dude, I like this type of shit. If he could do stuff like this
Yeah, me
and not
too.
get caught for it, that's how you know he's becoming a veteran of the league.
The thing is, though, that referees are going to start looking for that, and he's going to get in some trouble, and it's going to hurt him in the long run.
Yeah, well, hope not. Get him out the way now.
I mean, it could lead to a suspension, and that's not good for anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
But throw in? I don't
Definitely,
think so.
he did look how Sega's playing, and think back to how we were talking about him like midway through the season last year. And it's a complete turnaround. I still think that one of the reasons we didn't qualify for the playoffs was because of how bad he played last season, especially in the second half of the season. Obviously, he was probably hurt, or he was having trouble adjusting to the long season. But you get some time to rest in the back attack somewhere, and you got some good French cooking, chilling with your homies, and start the new season. And look at him; he's a whole new man. And I hope he doesn't get hurt. I still think that he spends a lot of time on the ground, and sometimes I wonder, if he's really gonna get hurt, and then we're gonna see the old Sega. But damn, I hope he keeps playing the way he is. It's so good.
Well, let me say something else about you. You said
Ooh, I
that
like
because
that.
of Sega, we missed the playoffs last year. It wasn't just because of Sega. We didn't beat the teams
Well,
we
how
needed
many
to
goals
beat
went
last
through
season.
him? Remember, you
Yeah,
go
but it
back
wasn't
last
just
year,
him.
you look at the
Our whole
highlights.
defense was
Almost
just
every
ass.
goal went through him.
Our whole defense was just ass. It wasn't just him. So let's not put all the blame on Sega. Yes,
He was the main ass though.
he was Sega Siani last season, but this
He was
season
ass number one.
these first 2 games he earned his last name back. He's Koulibaly now. Sega.
Oh,
How do we
If
do
we're
this?
talking about center backs, I might be getting a little ahead of myself, but I'm really excited to see the return of another center back at the end of the match.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the match. It's pretty dominant, right? After we settled in, after we just like disregarded the what is it? What'd you say? Like 63,000 casual fans that were there, Edgar, right? Something like that.
63,000, 70,000 casual fans,
Yeah.
that probably were like, I was there.
Yeah.
And they will never go back again.
300 of those are Galaxy, 300 Galaxy fans, and then the other 4,500.
No,
Chicha
there were
fans.
more Galaxy fans there than just in that one little Galaxy section. You can see them scattered around the stadium. A lot. You can bet that a good portion of that crowd was there to see Chicharito.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a
Absolutely.
huge Mexican population in Charlotte.
Absolutely. And talking about Chicharito, he had one of the more for earlier careers chances, and we talked about it at the bar. He mirrored what he complained about from Cabral. He had a tight angle where he had poaching Cabral. He decided to take the shot,
Yeah.
and you have to give Costa that credit. He threaded the needle there, or timed it. I should say threaded the needle, but he timed the
Timed it,
perfect
yeah.
ball there. And Chicha, come on, man! Like I get it, bro.
Man.
But you can't like I know
That's
how
wide
you,
open.
yeah, that's how you cash your checks. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you gotta,
I think overall both forwards weren't as sharp as it could have been. Obviously, there was an amazing save by the Charlotte goalkeeper. That shot, one of the shots by Chicha. But I
Yeah.
think overall, Cabral and Chicha, it didn't look like they were really gelling today. It didn't look like they were communicating that well. I hope they figure it out because I want to see these two guys like really get it going like they did in preseason. In preseason, it looked like they had something going on. But since the season started, it seems like they kind of got away from that.
I don't think I'm too worried about that, to be honest. Because in that play that Eddie just mentioned, Cabral was making the run. This last week, Chicha was making the run. So they're understanding to make the runs. They're just not understanding each other.
Making a pass.
It's gonna connect.
Yeah,
sooner or later.
that's what I'm talking about. They're not connecting like they should be.
But I don't think I'm too worried about that right now.
I'm not worried. I'm just saying it's an observation from the game.
Right.
I'm just saying hopefully because we saw them connecting in the preseason, so I hope they get back to that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, the first half did end in 0-0.
Maybe it was a little bit of a like complacency. Lazy ass team. Chicha had felt he beat Bill had Mead before, not Bill had Mead. Sorry, Bill had Mead was preseason. That was preseason.
What are you
Those
doing,
shots
bro?
are getting to you. Huh?
Yeah, they are getting to you. Who the fuck did he score on the last game?
Sean Johnson.
Sean Johnson.
Just as good. Just as good, right?
Just as good, to be honest.
Yeah. So Sean Johnson, so maybe he was feeling a certain way. He was like, I can beat this guy too. But
0-0 at the half.
no, wait, we're not even there yet, bro. Relax. We're still talking shit about Chicha.
It's still a Sean Johnson, bro.
Dude, Cabral also gave him a beautiful cross. Where
Oh yes, Oh man, he missed the. He just had to close.
he missed
close
the
gap,
Chicha
right?
goal. Yeah.
Yeah, he missed the Chicha goal. Man, that shit was crazy. And you know what though? I'll give him this. I think he caught it late because he was right behind the defender. So and the defender was pretty big, so he was kind of just throwing his foot out.
That's
to
how
try
he
to
makes his
make
but
the-
that's
make
how
the
he
connection.
makes his money.
I
bro.
get it, but it's a little difficult. I understand that's how he makes his money, but I think it was a little difficult, especially him not being able to see the ball. So I mean, it is what it is. he still should have scored that, but I understand the difficulty in that because the cross was nice too. The cross was real nice.
Hell yeah. How about we do this? Let's go around for this first half. Say 3 things you liked about the half and 3 things you disliked. Let's start with Alex.
Oh, why Alex? No. This is good. His
Three,
eyes.
three. That's a lot. But
3
okay.
things you liked, 3 things you didn't.
I did like Douglas Costa. Some of the passes he was giving were pretty on point. He would change sides of the field, and it looked great. I did like Chicha's effort. There was one play where it was like a corner, and he was running around the keeper. Did you see that? And
Yeah.
yeah, he was just running everywhere. You could see the hustle in him, man. It looks great. And I really liked Vasquez's shot at goal. Kind of what Efra did, but made it. But he could have made that too.
Yeah.
3 things I didn't like. I felt Raheem Edwards wasn't as sharp as last week. You can tell in that first half. But I do like that he's running and making those runs. Let's see what else. Chicha's pass, I guess. That's a lot of. Let's move on.
That's a lot of dislikes. Yeah. What you got, Edgar? 3 things you liked, 3 things you disliked about the first half.
Well, I like the fact that we didn't give up a goal in the first half because Charlotte, they, despite the fact that they were an expansion team, they had a lot of pressure to try to and make a good show in front of all these people. It's one thing MLS, man, MLS. If you go back and you look at some of the biggest crowds they've ever had, the home team always seems to screw the pooch, man. Like when MLS Cup was in New England and that all those fans are all excited and Galaxy comes in and is like, yoinks, let me take that cup. But just one example. But so I was just glad that Galaxy didn't give up a goal. Charlotte really, they really, really wanted to score. Something else I really liked was the fact that Galaxy wasn't really given too many opportunities. I mean, there were some fluke opportunities that you could tell Charlotte really wanted to run down the field and get one, but that defense was shutting them down. You mentioned Douglas Costa. One thing I like was that he's not trying. I feel like he's not trying too hard to do anything that will leave him in a compromised position or make it so that he can't come back and help on defense. But he's slowly integrating himself into the team, finding seams to lay passes off to people. So I like the fact that he's doing that. On the other hand, he is a DP, and one thing I dislike is that he isn't trying too hard to do too many things. So that's kind of like 2 sides of a coin. Where one thing is like, yeah, it's fine, he's not trying too hard, but at the same time you want him to have more of a bigger impact on the match, especially with that DP tag, and we see how much weight that carries because Cabral has been that sharp since the season started. I didn't like the fact that at one point he had an opportunity to lay the ball off to Chicha and he didn't look up on time, and it's I think he's one of those players that he looks down and he starts running and doesn't look up. Maybe he's still lacking the ability to to see where his teammates are and try to lay the ball off instead of just running, already making up his mind about what he's gonna do. But I don't know. It's too many dislikes.
That's
Really?
That's awful win. That's crazy, huh?
Awful win. Willis, what you got? 3 and 3. If you have a 3.
That's a lot.
I don't think so. I mean, those are just the options. You could do 1 and 1 if you want.
Nah, I think I could do 3. Let's see. I really liked the way Marky Delgado was playing.
It's Mark now, sir.
I'm gonna keep calling him Marky.
Marcus. Yeah.
Sir Mark. Fine, Sir Mark. I like the way Delgado was playing, just relieving the pressure, making the tackles. He's just controlling that midfield, man. Him and Revelason they gel well together in the midfield. And they both understand when one goes up, one stays back. So they have a really good understanding without having to really talk much. So that's one of the things I really liked. I actually really liked Vasquez before he got hurt. He was kind of connecting the midfield to the forwards, which was Chicha and Cabral. He was making the passes, making the first time passes, and he had that shot. So I thought he was playing pretty well. And when he lost the ball, he actually ran back. He didn't even walk. So I was really liking that before he got injured. And another thing that I did like was Chicha, man. Chicha, despite missing the shots, he was in there. He was getting these opportunities. And if it wasn't for the goalie making an incredible save, he would have had a goal. So Chicha first half was playing pretty well. And they took it to Charlotte after the 15th minute. So I thought that was pretty good. So the dislike, though, was those first 15 minutes. Man, were they shaky.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, we're going to get scored on at least twice. But luckily, it didn't happen. And all they had was that I think they had two chances or one chance, right?
Yeah, just that
They
one
had
chance.
one chance. That one chance. And I thought they did pretty well afterwards. Another thing that I didn't like, let's see. What I didn't like, well, I mean, Edwards. I think Edwards defensively is not great, but I understand why he's starting. Aside from Villafana being injured, he's good in the attack, but defensively, I don't know if he's gonna be able to keep up with the rest of the teams, and that could be a liability for us later on in the future. But I guess we'll see.
Hmm.
And last dislike, I guess Bondi for that stupid air
Yeah.
ball. Just for that, I mean, I'm just kind of nitpicking, but you got to be stronger than
This
that,
is
man.
Brian's
You got
question. So yeah.
No,
gotta
well,
be
it's,
stronger than
it's
that.
3-3, and I pretty much have a lot of the same gripes and compliments
Yeah,
that you guys
Brian,
gave.
that's like
So-
10 different likes and dislikes. Of
But
course, you're gonna
okay,
have
but
some
I am
right.
I am
What
gonna
else
give
can I
one
agree?
like though that which I super liked, which was the man that we kept giving shit to last season, the Sega. I think that first half Sega was the man back there, and nobody was moving him. You couldn't budge him. You couldn't get through him. That's why he shut down Castellanos last week. He was doing the same type of defensive moves today in the first half, and they look good. I don't know what it is with the pairing of the Pew and and Koulibaly, but who would have thought?
I don't have much more to add to the dislikes and likes, so I'll just add one. I didn't like the combination between Revolution and Mark this today because they're very vital and very important. And I understand how old Vasquez is, and I complain about Vasquez, like him disappearing from games. He can only do so much, but these guys didn't hold their own. Brian, you remember how? Oh no! I was telling, I think Alex, where like Mark received the ball from him like in pressure, and I was like, dude, that's not Mark's game. That's kind of your fault for giving him a ball in that position. So I think they didn't have a good understanding of the game today. So that's the only thing I would like to add on as far as dislikes. I think everything else we hit pretty well. So I'll just go with that. So
Let's go. First half was excellent. Even we were 0-0, and
Yeah.
and we had 16 shots to their 1, and possession 54-45.
Wow.
So we look good after those 15 minutes of that. We absorbed that pressure, which is a positive. Which I mean, expected when you go away into a brand new team, their stadium. They want to, like Edgar said, they want to score in front of their fans. You absorb the pressure and then you play your game, which they pretty much did the whole second half, even up to the goal. The Galaxy played their way.
Cool.
Still not a fan of Vasquez at camp though.
All right, cool. Let's start second half. So second half starts. Vasquez go down. Wish granted, Bryant. It's kind of sucks, but it's like it's very telling and very like how do you say metal whatever hit in the nuka to fucking Vanny. Like, bro, look, fool, this guy just went down. What are you gonna do?
It took
Like,
forever, right?
Yeah.
For him to make the decision.
Yeah, and it's like Kleshin. Right. We
Start
love
warming up.
Kleshin, but it's just like that's not the guy that's gonna come in and change the game. You did like for like or downgrade, slightly upgrade.
I don't think he necessarily was looking to change the game. He kind of just looking to plug it somebody in that was going to do the same work as Vasquez, which Question does.
Which Vasquez wasn't having the greatest game before that injury.
I disagree.
Oh,
I disagree. I thought he was playing a good game. I thought he was, like I said, connecting the midfield with the forwards. Who else was making those passes? It wasn't. It
actually,
wasn't
actually,
Delgado.
Costa, no?
actually,
Costa
It
could be
wasn't
making those.
Robinson.
Costa, actually, yeah. We can actually talk. We can actually rewind a bit, and that's something we would have mentioned that Costa's best passes and most dangerous passes was when he made the pass from the middle of the field. He made us run.
Yeah, but he was cutting in from the wing. That's why he likes to play from the wing because he likes to make that running that cut coming into the inside and then making those passes.
Or hit
That's
the
why he
shot.
has them out wide because that's the way he operates. He operates from the wing, so people are expecting him. Oh yeah, he's gonna be on the wing, and then cuts in, and then gets the ball from the inside and 1-2 with Chicha, bam, bam,
Bam,
there it
bam.
is, wham.
Wham. Second half.
And it's with babies.
Yeah. Anyways, second half. I don't know. Second half. That's like the early action, right? That's what happens early on. That's the early highlight.
Did
Was the-
they look like hard tackles to you? They didn't seem that bad for him to go out. I mean,
No, not
it could
at
be the
all.
turf.
It could be. Age,
Nah, I
it
think
could
he
be-
just got hit hard. Well, I don't know
He got
hard.
hit. Yeah, he took a shot, and I mean sometimes you get hit in a certain spot, it really
Yeah.
hurts. And I'm sure running on that field probably didn't do him any favors. And it might have been an old injury for all we know. You know, he last season he was up and down, but I knew that at some point we were going to see Sasha. I didn't think it was going to be that early.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got no issues with Sasha. It was nice to see him on there because the other player from Charlotte, you know, eventually made it to the field. You know, they have some history, so that was a nice moment for the league and for them. But
Oh, that's right.
That's something else.
The kid, he had cancer, right? And
Yeah.
Sasha went to go visit him, and then I guess they exchanged some words when he came. That's pretty cool.
That was back in what,
That's-
2010? I think
I believe
think
so. I believe
That was
so.
beautiful. And the cool thing is that it wasn't like Sasha Red Bulls or Sasha Chivas. It was Sasha U.S. Soccer.
Yeah. Yep. That was him. Well, after that, Vasquez sub at the 53rd minute, did you guys see anything from the team that stood out? Because I think all the offensive power came in that second term of the subs, right? Like which was at the 70th minute when Grand Sir came in and Efra came in. I think that's when the team picked up a little bit more energy, and we got a banger from the
I think
kid.
it was really important to pick up some energy because it's like I told you, it's like it kind of felt like you have like a really good UFC fighter, right? And they're going up against somebody who's practically new, and they kind of take it easy on him. They're jabbing, and getting a little kick in there, and then if you're not careful, this guy can like knock you out, right?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I kind of had that feeling, in that second half, where like, all right, you guys have been taking a lot of shots, but you gotta put one into the net. You guys can't take these guys seriously because you give them one moment and they're gonna explode on you. Who- I mean, I don't know if we want to start talking about the goal now.
We should.
Because
we should.
Because before that there was a shot by Chicha, where was that the second half? I can't remember. I think it was the second half where it was a pass to Chicha and he one timed it,
First half.
and that
That was first
goalkeeper
half.
was the first half. The goalkeeper made that incredible
Yeah.
save. Oof.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Second
as
half
far as
rolls
the
in.
goals, I mean, as far as the goal is concerned, that came out of nowhere. We were talking about it before we came on, and yeah, Efra gets the ball, and those Charlotte players just give him all the space to just move up, look up, take aim, take a shot, and
Beautiful
my
shot by him.
God,
Beautiful
what
shot.
a banger!
Top right corner.
Those Charlotte fans are probably like, who the hell is this guy? They're probably on their phones like looking up to see who he is.
They know
and-
his name now.
Well, according to you, Edgar, what is it? 50 something thousand fans walked away, not knowing who won. They probably thought they won.
That was so fun.
El Niño.
I'm back, guys.
Efra, El Niño
No, but
Alvarez.
you know what? I give him full credit for that goal, and that's the thing about him and our BFFs, our pod BFFs. Some of them mentioned that he gives you moments, but he's not. He's not it though.
You guys are tripping, bro. Two
No,
games in a row where he has
it's-
come in as a sub
Hey,
and
but
has
you-
been very impactful.
You'd mentioned that we always get one from Efra.
We always get one for
We
Efra.
always get one.
Last
they-
week
This is it.
it was supposed to be the assist to Revolucion. This week a banger. He's
But it's-
producing.
But playing that part in the field, you
He's
need
producing.
more than one.
He's producing. That's what we need from Efra. If you want him to take over that cam job,
I'm gonna tell you right now, shame on Efra. Why? Why?
because eating burgers, leave him alone, bro.
You called him
Vas-
chubby.
Vasquez had to leave the game early. Efra wasn't the first choice. That should tell you something.
I have a question. Aside from that goal, what else did he do?
Got us 3 points. That's it.
He
gave
turned over the
Chicho-
ball.
He gave Chicho the sick ass pass that he should have scored in the back corner,
I will.
which was the same ball that they thought that he was gonna make when he shot that goal.
I give.
So he was setting himself up for that.
I give him credit nor blame Chicha on that cross. That shit was
No, you
like
gotta blame Cheech on that
mid-range.
cross, bro.
No,
Nah,
that
you
shit
gotta
was
blame
like
Cheech
at
on
his
that.
fucking.
Nah, bro.
abdomen, bro.
You gotta blame him because he was right there. The reason why he didn't make it was because he got scared that he was gonna hit the pole.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Nah.
Look at it. Look at the highlight, and you can clearly see that he's like, "Oh shit, I don't want to eat shit here."
Ah,
So he
shit.
backed up.
Yeah.
He backed up.
Yeah,
That's his fault, bro.
here's the question about Efra is like you saw him score this banger. Do you expect? I mean, we were expecting him to score bangers in every fucking game, but do you expect to see him put in a solid performance day in, day out, every game as a starter? No, and that's the qualm we all have with him. That's the one issue we all have with him. It's like he's inconsistent. Does this goal give him more playing time, or is it just keep things as they are, where you bring him off the bench like sometime in the second half, and he'll give you like bursts of energy, and maybe he scores.
Hey, for now, that's all I need from him.
For now.
For now, that's all I need from him. He's not going to take over the cam's position anytime soon. But if
With
you can bring him
the
off the
Vasquez
bench
injury.
and you get these type of performances where he's producing or giving an assist or scoring a goal like he did today, I'm good with that. I'm very good with that. Especially on the fat board.
and at what point? I mean, what does he have to do in order to take a starting spot?
Don't be mean, Eddie. Don't be mean.
Go
Go
for
ahead,
it,
Eddie.
Eddie.
Yes,
All right,
Eddie.
Cool. I said this once, and I will say it again. I'm ready to be public enemy number one.
Don't say it.
When it's there,
Don't say it.
trade high.
Remember the Jet? You're right about that one.
Yeah, I will tell you
You're right
again.
about that one.
Well, actually, you might even get less for this guy. I will tell you, trade high.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Disagree.
Huh?
I disagree.
You disagree?
Go ahead, Willis.
I don't think we sell.
You know why? Because legit. when
Okay,
you
he's
said that,
okay. Hold on.
was
Hold on.
25.
Before.
Efra right now is 18 years old, Eddie.
Before, hold
18
on.
years old.
Before you go on with that, mind you, you don't get as much if you sell, right? Because MLS takes a cut, right? Do you agree that Efra will not end his career in the MLS? I mean, with the Galaxy? Or do you think he will end it with the Galaxy?
No.
So do
Well,
you? So
He might end it, but I don't think he'll play his whole career. with
okay.
the Galaxy.
From this, whatever where his career is now, he has a next destination, right? To like, whatever, for improve his game or however the fuck you want to put it. So, you either trade or you sell. You sell and you lose, right? When I say sell high, it's like trade, because I'm an MLSer, and I know like the dude is worth like a fucking international spot or some shit.
You guys want to know how much he's worth right now on transfer market? He's
Like
a
1
$6 million.
What?
It's at 6 million euros right now.
If it was worth 6 million euros, we sell that motherfucker today.
Sell 'em
That's
now.
like $10 million.
Yeah, you sell them 6 million. Let me ask you that question: with the 6 million euros, you sell them today?
Yes.
There you go. That shit is
That's
not
$10,
true.
$10 million. $10 million.
That shit ain't true. That's why you sell them today.
You're
For 10 million, yeah, of course you're selling them
Yeah,
for
of
10
course.
million.
you
Anybody
leave
would.
Efra alone, bro.
Sell him
He
to
got us a
Chivas.
game winner. I know. He got us a
Now,
game winner,
if
bro.
you're-
What you mean?
If you're trading them just because what you're saying, trade them because you think that he's gonna give diminishing value at the end. That's where I disagree.
All right, let me give you just this like non kind of MLS scenario. Say somewhere in the perfect world, you can trade Rusnak for Efra.
Fuck.
Yeah, and it like
Of course. What the fuck?
in some weird ass way, like you don't have to give up with the piece.
Move on. Move on.
Right?
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
why.
yeah,
There
come
you
on.
go.
That's
Of course
There
you're
you
doing
go.
that.
Yeah,
It's-
Girl,
exactly.
you're talking about a DP player.
Exactly.
Of course you're gonna
I'm
trade
just
for a
trying to
DP
prove-
player, Eddie. Come on.
I'm just trying to prove Efra's value.
He was gonna put.
Hey, you guys,
he's gonna prove
would you guys,
Efra
would you
was
guys
not
trade
wrong.
would you think Nashville would trade Zubac for Chicha? Of
Thank-
course you will. It's a DP
Thank
player.
you. Thank you for making my point.
That's
That's
You
why
brought
you
up
sell
Zubac.
high.
DP
My
player,
point
Eddie.
is
Come on.
sell high.
All right,
You
wrap
say
up the game.
no.
Wrap up the game. We got some questions. Wrap up the game.
Mike Gray is asking why euros. Here. It's actually $6.6 million. There you go.
There you go. All right, we got
And
the 3 points.
his market value is actually peaking right now. So if you want to sell high, now's the time.
Hey, come on, Doge. Sell, baby. It's Doge. Efra coin. So where are we at?
End of the game. We win 1-0.
No,
Ethereum. Ethereum.
fucking
Efra
banger
coin.
from Efra. And
I like-
something
ooh, I
Edgar,
like
Edgar
that.
something Edgar wanted to bring up in the game before we wrap it up. We saw a fucking appearance from somebody that we've been waiting to see an appearance from. Derek Williams comes into the
Yes.
game.
I like that. Ooh, I like
Would
that.
like that.
It's nice to see that he's getting some minutes now.
Yeah, it is.
And
Yeah.
does,
Yeah,
does he
that's
start
why.
next week?
Mm-mm.
I
Yeah,
think
right.
that Derek Williams
think
is
so.
really important. If this team is going to make a playoff run, he's one of the players that you really want to see be in healthy, good top form. To have him back on the field is amazing. It gives Vanny and Kalishman so many options in the back. I mean, think about it. Last year's defense was so garbage, right? And then two
Defense.
games, 2 clean sheets, and then we got one of our top center backs coming back. Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
See, it's all coming together.
That's funny that we say, yeah, the last year our defense was garbage, but we have the same defense.
Yeah, but
So what do you think has changed?
they
Yeah,
ate.
hey,
Koulibaly.
Dan Kalishman took him to the
Koulibaly.
glass fields, baby.
Yeah,
Go
you
to
see
the
that.
glass.
That's
The
it's
90s
just interesting.
montage.
I find it interesting that because I agree, our shit we were trash last year, but we've gotten better. You've seen it on the field. That
Easy.
the defense
We
has gotten
got
better.
we got rid of Steres.
We did get rid of Sarah's.
And I think
I forgot about
I
that.
think
Yeah,
I
you're
think
right.
for the most part,
But he
even
wasn't
though-
starting though.
But I think for the most part, and not completely agreed, we somehow agreed to give Koulibaly this year,
True.
and then
True.
I think he's kind of showing it now.
Yeah.
Maybe they just had to build more of a chemistry. They kind of just came in,
Yeah.
Also, that
you know.
one season in,
Yeah, now they had that off season, they had full preseason together. So maybe they are building something now. And
Be
Derek
healthy.
Williams is going to be a great addition to that.
Oh, by
Yeah.
the way, Brian, point up. That's the phone line if you guys want to call. Mike Gray,
Oh.
I'm looking at you.
I was looking up there.
Yeah, 424-955.
Antonio Banderas, I'm looking at you.
0931.
Brian was just having a thinking
The
bubble.
committee are talking like Puss in Boots.
How many? That's the Charlotte attendance. Oh, fuck that.
Call us now and tell us what you like about Sega Koulibaly.
Please.
Brian thinks in binary code.
01.
By the way-
01.
I don't care what they say about Charlotte, having like the largest MLS crowd ever. To me, the largest crowd I ever saw in an MLS game was that Galaxy game against Tampa Bay in '96. Yes, it was a doubleheader with the U.S.
Mexico? Yeah.
92,000 people were there. YCL the Galaxy beat Tampa Bay. So
beat
Oh,
that
you know
is
what?
the
You know
royalty.
Why
Hey,
don't-
you know what?
do
Hold
they
on,
not
hold
count
on.
that?
Hold on.
Do they not count that?
Time out. Time out. I turned to my friend David and I told him something. Fox was like, "Oh, MLS expansion team debuts and how they did playoffs. Yes or no? The check or X." Edgar, you're the second biggest MLS fan here next to me. So I'm gonna ask you a question. They praised Atlanta and LAFC. Who do you think they left out of that list?
Ooh, I already
Expansion
know.
teams. Thank you.
Chicago Fire.
Yep.
Yup.
They left them
Yup.
out, bro.
They did.
They left them
Yep.
out. Why?
They
They're
wanted
Because
the one
Chicago
team that
won.
went all the way, man.
Yeah, they won it their first year.
Yep. Because they got fucking Atlanta and fucking LAFC, bro. Come on.
Fucking gawkers. Fucking gawkers.
Yeah. I was so fucking mad. I'm like,
Ooh, I do not like that.
ooh, don't like that. But yeah, dude, I was like, come on, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you're really gonna fucking highlight expansion teams that made it into fucking MLS playoffs and that didn't, but yet you're gonna leave the one expansion team that won it year one? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. There's something else about that broadcast I didn't like, and it's the fact that they not once they even mention or even show the Galaxy fans up in the stands. I bet you that if like
What the fuck?
3 or 4 LAFC fans would have been there, they would have had a camera on them with their own, with their own footage,
That's
their own
true.
feed the entire game on ESPN Plus. Call it, the 3252, cam or whatever. And Don Garber would have been sitting there with them, patting them on the back, thanking them for showing up.
They travel so good.
They were so good. But a bunch of G's actually, went to Charlotte, and no mention of them. And I know there's a good block of them up in in that area.
You know, that's true. I was kind of waiting for the shot of all the G's up there. Nothing. Not even a mention. You're
too.
right.
I actually was too. I was looking to see if I saw anybody I knew in there, but
Because at
no,
every viewing,
I heard them though.
Yeah.
I heard them. You
At
could hear
every-
them in there.
At every viewing party, they show it. We all cheer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, nothing. this time.
Haters.
Yeah, fuck them.
Shout out to DBB.
Hating ass
All right,
haters.
we're doing awards or
DBB.
questions first?
What do you guys want to do?
You're in the main camera. You get to decide.
Let's do questions and then we'll go.
Questions.
We'll finish off with the awards. You guys good with that?
Mhm.
Let's
Or
get to
a
these
phone
questions.
call.
Or phone calls. First question on Instagram from Ferndog. Is El Brian still sober? Technically, I am. But Aaron's wedding, shout out to Aaron. I went a little overboard. So I guess no. Whatever.
No.
Brian Munoz.
Hit me up later. I'll tell you.
Would Sergio Roberto fit Vanny's system? He plays right back. He plays center mid, CDM. I remember him starting at center back, but I don't know. I wouldn't know if he'd fit here.
I don't want to play make believe. He doesn't fit MLS salary.
Oh,
I've never seen him play, so I don't know what to tell you.
But there you go.
I think that's pretty much everybody's consensus.
We don't know.
We don't know, to be honest.
Hold on. There you go.
He also asked, Zlatan was right on Alvarez. Well, more of a comment. I mean, he scored a banger. Yeah, solid. Logan Jones. What a fucking goal. Yes, sir. He also says, this was Sega's best game as a G.
Second best game. I
Second.
argue that the first one was better.
When he
Yep,
first came
I
here?
agree.
Yeah. No, the
Yeah.
first
Last week?
the season. Yeah.
The first game of the that he
No, I think
played
this season.
as a Galaxy.
No, I think this season.
No, I think the best game he had was
No.
the first game he played.
I think this season
Yeah.
because I remember, I would remind Brian every time how high he cut those passes. He pulled that line high, and he just cut those passes so high for a team that likes to play over the top with Castellanos and them. I think the first game of the season was his best game.
Okay.
You guys
fair
agree with
enough.
that?
They will, because
Yeah.
it's my fucking show.
Oh,
How do you know it's
kidding.
live?
No, you guys- I mean, do you guys? No,
God.
really, do
Ooh,
you guys?
don't like that.
I think for the most part we all agree with that. Well, He's having a better season
Yes.
right now, to be honest.
Yeah, and then
Even from that first game that we saw him.
and no disrespect to Depew, but I think when you put Williams next to Depew, might be.
You mean Williams as Koulibaly?
I mean, Koulibaly.
However,
Nah,
Koulibaly did
I don't
have
know.
a dangerous. He tried to kick the ball out, tried to clear it, and it fell right in front of the. I think what's his name? The striker, and that was fucking dangerous. So I don't know. He's still kind of shaky.
He's clumsy with the ball in
He's
his
clumsy.
feet.
Do you guys get scared
Yeah,
when
that's the one chance.
he's got the ball?
Yeah,
I
every
do.
time. Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, just clear it, bro. Just clear it.
Just get rid of it.
Just get
Every
rid of
time
it.
he made that extra touch to kind of get away from the forward, I was like, no. Every time, dude. I don't know how he got away with it the whole game, but every time I was like, no, don't do it.
Logan Jones also says MLS should stay far away from shitty ass Liga MX after what happened tonight. This isn't a Querétaro or whatever podcast, but some shit went down out there.
Hey, just to clarify.
Wait, what happened?
Was it like 17 people?
17, yeah, so far.
Passed away, man. Rest in peace, bro. This is just a fucking sport. This is a game. We fucking love this sport, but that shit ain't worth your life, man. That shit is whack, bro.
Yeah.
If you guys want to know what it's about, Google it. Querétaro versus Atlas. Yeah. Yes, that's some weird shit. Anyway, and that does it for the questions. Thank you to everybody who submitted questions and comments. You guys are awesome.
We have a question on YouTube, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Wanna bring
Shoot it.
Antonio Banderas asks, do you guys
I
think
love
that
you on
FC
Uncharted, Antonio.
do you guys think that Cincinnati, Charlotte, Inter Miami, etc., are better than certain USL Pro and Championship teams with better
Yes,
followings?
Absolutely, 100%. You would watch. Well, following, maybe that's an argument, but talent wise, I can't watch USL. That shit is garbage. That's all I'll say. But like Sacramento has
I've
a
never
great
watched
following.
PSL, so I don't know.
I'll try. I challenge you to try.
Yeah, it's like playing us on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's watching us on Sunday, to be honest.
I love watching you guys play.
Yeah, see? Fuck you, Eddie.
No,
dope.
but
You, Eddie.
I will always remember. I will always remember a certain cousin that you guys all know. Text me one day when we all decided as a show to watch Galaxy 2. Text me directly, told me, "Fuck, if you and Brian would have dedicated yourself, you guys would have made it
You guys
easily
would have made it to USL.
Yeah, like that
You know, the argument about WWE. I'm sorry, the argument about MLS versus USL, to me is like when you compare WWE versus the Indies, because with a WWE, you expect something that's better produced, will attract a big audience, and it's a product that's palatable to a large audience. But if you go to the Indies and you go to the right place, you're gonna find some of the best pro wrestling and some of the most passionate crowds you'll ever see, because it's at a grassroots level, and they get to see something that you won't see in something that's curated to be what is it? The word it's too it's too like dumbed down, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. What's the word I'm looking for? It's
you got
I'm
it.
sorry.
You're the most
it's the
literal
end of the
person
day.
here.
I was going to say
it's
Weasel
too much.
Wazzle, but all right.
He's a wazzle.
Weasel Wazzle.
No, it God damn it. I'm probably gonna be lying in bed and I'm like, God damn it, that's the word I wanted. It's ooh, I like it.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh man. No, what I'm trying to say is like I guess it depends on what your taste what taste you want, what your taste for is at any moment. Like I could sit there and watch WWE and see something and be like, yeah, I don't like this, I'll just watch the dirt sheets and catch up on it later on. But if you invite me to go watch an indie show, man, I have a fucking badass time with
Greatest
beer in my
signs
hand.
ever, to be honest.
But you won't have that with US.
Yeah, that's with USL and MLS. That's a big
Hey,
product
yeah,
difference.
It depends
beer?
on where you go. I mean,
But
I mentioned earlier.
Okay, easy way to put it. It's like name someone that made it from USL to like MLS and made a name for themselves. It doesn't happen.
as much
Yeah.
as often.
And I think
That's
and as pretty big basketball fans, actually, everyone here, we have fucking
The G League.
tens of proofs of G League players to make it into the NBA.
Yeah.
So
That's a good league, actually.
so whatever the question
Anyway, but
was.
the question was,
Hey, wait, you
What
don't
the
think
fuck? Wait, wait,
Phoenix beats Charlotte?
um,
Beat them.
if you really want to answer that question, the Open Cup is up this year, and we're probably going to see some MLS teams go up
There you
against
go.
some USL teams, and then we'll see what happens.
Put it this way.
I mean,
Put it this way. I'll put my money up against any USL team, against any MLS team. I mean, sorry, any MLS team
Ooh.
against any USL
Freudian
team.
slip, man. I mean, it happens sometimes. Like we saw Cincinnati make that run to the final of the Open Cup a few years ago, and it took like a
Yep.
very stubborn New York Red Bulls team to finally shut them down.
But you remember
But that was one of the reasons why Cincinnati, got so big so fast and ended up getting that expansion spot.
Nah, but they put value to the CONCACAF Champions League spot now, so never gonna happen again.
we'll see.
You
Anyway,
never know.
I think that's it with the questions, right?
Yeah.
Let's do some
Unless
awards.
there's someone on YouTube, that's it.
Let's do some awards.
All right, cool.
Yes, do some awards.
I want to.
Yui.
Can we just start off with the game is off?
Damn it! I just remembered that damn word.
What is it?
It's too corporate.
There you go. Fuck Vince McMahon. Damn. straight
WWE
up.
is too corporate, man. God damn it! The stupid the
Oh, yeah.
WWE universe.
And I agree. Mike Gray would like to add. Oh, actually, can I just say, fuck Stu?
Yes.
What was that dude's problem today?
It's always a
every
problem
game.
with them, bro.
What's his problem every day?
Every
Every
game.
fucking game.
Hey,
If
you guys,
like Stu-
you guys,
What-
you guys,
okay,
you guys
hold
ever
on.
think-
What are you guys
you
talking about?
You guys ever think that Stu and like Tolman meet up like in a dark place and just talk shit about the Galaxy and make out? Or
They do.
I mean, between the two of them, their teams gave up 5 MLS Cups to the Galaxy.
and they
Yeah.
talk about LAFC and they're like, "Ooh, I like that."
Don't worry about it,
Win.
sweetheart.
Yeah,
Let's go.
ooh, I like that.
Go.
Let's start off with the game is off award.
First to score. Ooh.
Don't be surprised
Score.
We scored
if
within the
Stu. Don't be surprised if Stu or Twelman actually find who that guy is and have him come on for an interview like after.
Oh, like they did Rojas for that fucking stupid draft. Man, let's not talk about
Oh,
those.
man.
What the fuck?
Dude, come on.
Game is
We're
off
doing game
award.
is off.
Game is off award.
It is off.
There you go. Game is off award. Who wants to go first?
Dude, that horn's off, man. It died at the end there.
Game is off. Fuck, I don't think I have it yet.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
My game is off award goes to Revelison.
Oof.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought in the first game he played pretty well, but in this one he was kind of quiet, and there was a couple times where he had the ball, and he just turned it over, or there was nobody there to connect with the pass. I just didn't think he had a strong performance.
ooh, and I'll give it to his other CM mate, Mark Delgado, because of the things that Eddie has said earlier about him under pressure. He looked a little sloppy.
That wasn't his fault though.
I know, but I mean, the CMs we weren't really getting attacked through the middle, so the CMs didn't really have to do any work.
Defensively, they were doing their work. It's just,
Yeah, it was pushing up. That
Yeah,
that was
it's
a little
pushing
off.
up.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
little off.
yeah. I agree.
I would say Revelson, just because of the fact that I feel like he hasn't had a good game so far this season. He doesn't look as sharp as he did last season. But I will say Cabral this time around, and for the simple fact that he keeps doing everything right up until like the very last like final third of where he either needs to pass the ball off or take a shot, and he's indecisive, or he's like I mentioned earlier, he's looking down at the ball. He doesn't have that situational awareness, and he just can't get that last pass or shot off. I feel like once they figure that out, because he looked fine in the preseason. I mean, granted that it's a preseason, and a lot of those games are just scrimmages, but I think once they figure that out, he's gonna have a much better season. I mean, we already see it. He looks like a different player, but I want to see that. I just felt like it wasn't there this game. I think that him and Chicha could have gone off on these guys, but they just weren't linking like they should have.
Yeah, it was like 20 something shots to like 5.
21 to 5.
But
Yeah.
how many
five,
shots on
right?
goal?
It was it 12 to 5?
It's
No,
still a
not
lot.
A
12.
lot of shots on.
So we
God,
should
damn,
have
there's a lot of shots on goal.
we should have
11 to
steamrolled
5.
these guys.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Yeah, let me check too, man. Damn it.
What's up, Eddie? Or Eddie or
it's
Willis,
kinda
who got the
cheating.
games off?
Um.
It was 6 to 3.
All right. So, easy answer is Vasquez. I think. No,
Phil,
no, no,
just admit you fucking hate him.
no. I don't hate him
Him and Efra.
because that same cousin that said the other comment, how we never gave it to Zubac because
That's his game.
Game is off. I'm gonna give it to Raheem Edwards, right? I think Raheem Edwards gave us such an amazing first game against a much more difficult opponent, and today it was just like, who the fuck is playing there? Who the fuck is playing that left back? Guy got caught pushing up too high in the field and not recovering. You could blame whatever chances Chart had on him for not covering, and the center backs have to cover that spot. And some of the turnovers he did too were just atrocious. I think he did very bad. I think you want to complain about Shelvick and Nico and
Ooh, Nico.
whoever else.
I gotta
playing
be
in those-
posted, bro.
Yeah, you can put Edwards tonight's game. You played Charlotte, so you put Edwards in that category tonight.
Nah, I think you're tripping.
I
I
don't
just said
know.
just
He
tonight.
wasn't that bad.
That's
bro.
too harsh.
This is News Across the Galaxy. You can say what the fuck I want.
But like,
Keep
yeah, you're
on
right. You're
necking.
right. Looks like we lost Bruce. Looks like we lost Bruce.
At least his visuals. He'll be back.
I think Matias Almeida went to go look for him, dude.
What'd you say about
I think
me?
I heard your. Yeah.
I already have a stupid podcast. Let's fight.
All right, so
Ni para acá, boludo.
Che, boludo. La plata. No, wait, that's different. So say la plata. Anyway, so the next award. Let's go with the honorable mention, the You've Got Heartman Award. Eddie, we'll start with you.
why?
Why me?
You got heart, man. Fuck.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
How's that?
Yes.
Take it from
I'll give it to Sega.
Oh,
I wanted to.
I'll give it to
but-
Sega. I'll give it to Sega because I just feel like he's just improving every game. Granted, the first game was better, but the fact that he's just becoming consistent and we're starting to like last year, it was just like, God damn it, he's in the starting lineup. And then now, oh look, my forehead.
That's okay. Keep going.
Thank you.
we all have one of those.
You know, and now I'm looking at him. I'm like, you know what? This guy's starting to become, old reliable back there. I like to see him paired up with somebody like Sergio Ramos. Wait, what? Never mind. With Derek Williams, and see how much damage they can make. Actually, having Sergio Ramos in the Galaxy, yeah, he would probably murder people.
I would love
But I just feel like he was a big impact on this game. A lot of Charlotte players coming down, they ran into him with a stone wall, and hopefully he keeps that going, because man, 2 games in, 2 clean sheets. Ooh.
that. Yeah, it's beautiful. That's a good one. What you got, Alex?
I was also gonna give it to Sega, but I think I'll go with Costa.
Oh, okay.
I did like what I saw from him. I didn't realize it till Edgar said it that he's not trying enough. But I think with more games and more minutes under his belt, I think he could get a little bit better. But what you can see is those passes are clean. So he didn't have an amazing game today, but you can see that there's potential. So I'll go with Costa.
That's a good one. Willis, are you back on?
Nope.
He's not.
My turn.
Yeah, you want to go first before I do?
Shit. Why edit? Oh no, go ahead. Why edit this shit?
All right. My Heartman Award is going to go to somebody that, I don't know if it was you or Edgar, they gave the game is off. But I'm going to give it to Edwards. Back-to-back assists for the game winner.
That was an assist on Edwards.
That was an assist on Edwards. Offensively, I think he pushes up pretty great. He provides a lot for our attack. It's just defensively, that's where he lacks. We've seen it today. We've seen it last week. We also mentioned last week that maybe VFI is better defensively, but for the time being, while we have Edwards, back-to-back assists, you get that honorable mention. The You've Got Heartman Award, so to speak. What you got, Eddie?
Eddie's turn. Hold on, actually. Let me put my camera back on here.
No, I think you're right about Raheem Edwards. Is like he's having a really positive impact on the team, where in the past, you would just depend on Julian to move the.
Oh,
Oh, hold on.
Give us one moment, Edgar. Give us one moment.
Edgar, you were saying? Hold on.
There you
there
go.
it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You were saying, Edgar?
Yeah, Raheem Edwards. All right, go team.
Go team.
Go
You
on,
got-
Eddie.
You got yours, Eddie?
God damn.
God damn.
So where were we? What's the word here right now?
The honorable mention. You've got Heartman Award.
Is this the first award?
This is the second
Second.
award. Hey, bro, how many shots did you take?
God damn, Eddie.
He kept walking up there, man. I saw him.
Well,
Dude,
happy
apparently
birthday.
my birthday is still here.
Get an Irish car bomb and just end it,
I
bro.
actually didn't get an Irish card bomb. You got hat, man. Fuck. It is tough because there's a. Hold on. Sorry. Give me a second here. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to Diego Costa. Douglas Costa.
Diego Costa.
Diego doesn't pay for a team. Douglas Costa. I think Douglas picked up a lot of slack that I complain about, right? The middle.
Yeah.
We all talked about how his most dangerous and Willis that can fucking log on talked about like he loves cutting into the middle. But yeah, man, I think Douglas did very well. It's game 2. This is fucking turf. Turf sucks ass, and we all know that. And Douglas looked dangerous for what he had to work with. I feel like Douglas was handicapped. That's why I made that sound. I think to the non everyday soccer fan or football fan, you'd be like, damn, this was ass. But it's like, nah, man, he got handicapped. I think.
Yeah,
So
I could agree with that.
so Douglas, you've got Heartman Award.
Let's
So,
go.
jeez, sorry.
Yes.
You have to, mind you, everyone that's watching, yes, I am buzzed, but I'm also focusing on the
Other stuff, yeah.
other stuff
He
that's
has
going
a
on
shitload
here.
on his plate.
Yeah.
So then just let me talk, sir.
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah. If somebody wants to call too, they can talk. I just answer the fucking phone.
Yeah,
Well-
please call so we can have a little bit of Eddie banter with people
That'd be
calling in.
hilarious.
By the way, Edgar, they can hear you. They can't see you. So behind the scenes, look, it's just I can't.
All right, how about this? If you call in, I'll buy you a drink at the next game.
Yeah.
Hold on, what's the number?
Hold on.
It's up here.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Nick, guys.
So next award.
Let's go to the next standing player of the match. Who wants to go first?
I'll say it now. I'll go with Efra.
Let's
El
go.
Dueño de McDonald's.
Let's go. El dueño de McDonald's.
El Dueño.
What you got, Edgar?
I'll just give it to him
it-
because he scored.
Yeah.
Yeah, plain and simple.
It
He got us the 3
absolutely,
points.
absolutely is the word of the day. No, it has to be Efra, and the reason I give it to him is because up until that point, it was a very shaky 0-0 draw. You know that Charlotte really wanted that W, but if they end up getting a draw against the 5-time MLS Cup champions, that's a feather in their cap. And things were looking shaky because at any moment they could have taken the ball back across the field on a counter and scored, or maybe off a set piece. But that goal came out of nowhere, and oh my god, what a banger! I don't care if he comes on and scores one goal like like that, maybe like 3 times out of the year or whatever, and you don't see much about him the rest of the time. But the fact that he was able to score a goal like that, that is like chef's kiss, baby. I mean, what a beautiful goal. And like, I don't know if you guys heard Lawless in the post game say, if you're a Charlotte fan, yeah, you wanted to get that win, but if you're gonna lose, you lose to a goal like that, there's no shame in that. So good for them and good for us.
Yeah, there is no shame in that. And my next standing player is going to be the same. One of the things I'm going to add to what both of you guys said, when he scored that goal, just the confidence that he celebrated that with, pointing to the badge, the 5 stars, telling everybody to be quiet. And after the game, kept talking shit. Everywhere we go is a home game for us. You know what I mean? Like he feels the badge. He knows what it means to wear this jersey. The blue, white, and gold. Right now it's white. The tech green. He knows what those 5 stars mean. And that's what I like about a kid like that. 19 years old, comes off the bench, bangs a winner. Like, what else do you want?
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Efra gets the next Andy. What you got, Eddie?
Oh, my turn. Shit.
It's your show.
No, I didn't.
God damn.
Goddamn.
I didn't give the other guy that award because I think he deserves it, and maybe first time ever, and maybe
All of a sudden.
and never be.
You guys feel like Jericho, man.
Never gonna win this award again. Sega Kudabali.
Oh, all right. Let's go.
Come on,
Yes. Let's
argue
go.
with me.
I will not.
Right.
So you're saying that we're never, ever going to see Sega Koulibaly win this award here?
No, he might, but argue with me today that he didn't deserve
won't.
it.
Nah, I don't think there's any argument to counter him getting that award.
Yeah.
Today, I think he
Look,
played amazing.
Efra came in. He did, something amazing out of nowhere. We wouldn't have won without him.
Yeah.
But without Sega, we wouldn't have not been down.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's kind of strange that he gets it because he had a better game against New York.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, I don't know.
And I just feel like
But then,
he's
but then again, like Chicha and Edwards had great games last week too.
yeah, it's the nature.
So
of the
Sega might sweep it next week. Then
What do you mean?
He gets all 3 awards.
yeah, if he keeps progressing, I mean,
I thought you meant he gets all 3 awards. Like, damn, he was bad in the first half, but he was good in the second half.
yeah. Like I understand the hate for Sega, right? But this week,
I hate.
dude- oh, give us 1 second here.
Oh,
He's gonna make it back on. Hi, Willis.
Yo,
How are you?
Yo.
Is,
see now you got to
is
buy
this
a
what
little bigger.
is this what Almeida was complaining about? Like,
Yeah.
how the Bay Area has like really bad, like
better.
Wi-Fi or something.
What's up, Willis?
Are we still on?
Yes, we're still on. So what is making?
I owe you a
it back
beer,
on?
Willis.
Give us your 3 awards.
Oh, okay, cool. Man, what the fuck? That should dag me, bro. Okay. First one, what was it? The Geo Award?
Yeah, game is off.
Game is off. Well, I think the game is off.
Ooh.
I want to give it to Robinson too, because wasn't his best game, wasn't his worst, but it's not over discussing too coming from him, and there's a reason why he got subbed out as well. So I think Brandon saw the same thing. He wasn't having the greatest game, so I think he deserves the game is off for today.
The
the
Hartman
next one?
Award.
The You Got Heartman Award. Okay. You Got Heartman. I'm going to give it to Costa. I'm going to give it to Costa because he looked better than he did the first game. He was making good runs, striking back, giving those excellent passes, 1-2 passes with Chicha. Gave him that opportunity in that first half. I think he played well. And I think moving forward, he's going to be a very dangerous man. So for this game, he gets the You Got Heartman Award.
Next standing player.
Next signing player. That's a tough one. Do I give it to the kid? Do I give it to the man that got his last name back?
Ugh. See, he's with me.
Um,
Come on, Willis. Come on.
Don't listen to Eddie.
Come
I
on.
think I'm gonna have to give it to Cool and Bobby.
Right?
Ooh.
Tell me.
I'm gonna have to give it to Cool and Bobby,
Speak
man.
to him. Speak to him, Willis.
I know Efra. It's a close one. I mean, Efra, dude, he hit that banger, man. You can't deny it was a great shot, but I think Koulibaly just that whole game, man. The whole game, he set the tone defensively, and yes, he had a couple mishaps here and there, but he recovered from them and kept the clean sheet. So what else can you ask from a defender that we've been asking him to do exactly this? Shut down their man, get the clean sheet. He's been doing that. He's done this 2 games in a row. I think he deserves the next time award for today.
Yeah. Acceptable answer. Well, there it is. Everybody gave out their awards.
Stay on the line, Willis. Let's finish this off.
All right. Take us home, Eddie.
This is it? We're going home already?
Yeah.
No final thoughts? Anything else you want to say?
Well, I mean, that's what I meant.
All right. Well, Seattle is coming up next. Seattle is going to be another big test. I feel I think I kind of get it. I hated that now we have all these early ass games, but I guess we're prime time, right? I guess that's what it means. I guess we're important now. So Seattle at 12:30. Fuck. In the week
You
after
know
that,
what?
Damn.
You know, as far as Seattle's concerned, got to keep in mind that they're in the middle of the Champions League and they got the game against Leon on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So they're going to probably be rotating people. I don't know what that does for us as far as Saturday's game, which is the 12th. But it's definitely got to play in our favor, right?
Are they home or
Yeah.
away?
They're home.
They're home.
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I think we win over there.
So
I think we're gonna get another W.
I mean, this is I don't know how this is going to affect our guys because it's going to be 2 games in a row playing on turf.
Yeah.
Also got to keep that in mind. And
All right, you guys are feeling bold. Hey, Brian, you remember when we started NAG, what we used to say at the end of the show?
Nah, let's not do this on
Yeah,
this
it's
one.
too late.
On this one? All right.
Yeah,
Dale, pues.
What is it? Ask him.
How are we going to finish at the end of the season?
Position and at the end of position-wise and run.
I mean, we're already going on almost 2 hours, bro. We should probably save that for the next one.
It's quick. I'll do it quick. I say we in 5 and first round we lose.
I say we do end up in 5 and we win our first playoff game.
That's it. That's it.
And
Next
that's
round,
it.
we're out.
That's all I need.
I'll go 6th and second round.
That's it. We're out. Cool. Yeah, it's just quick. It's too early to tell anything else.
What you got, Edgar?
Hold on. What about me?
place we end up in,
Yeah.
Hold on, no, not there.
I'll be bold, man. I'm going to say 3rd.
Oh.
And I say they end up going to the Western semis.
Damn.
I mean, the Western Conference Finals.
Oof.
All right. I like that. Willis, what you got?
I didn't hear what Edgar said, but I'm saying number 1 championship.
Let's
go. Hey, we are in
Fucking
first
go.
right now.
Ooh, I like that.
It all depends on defense, though. I think
We're gonna
Chicha and Cabral are going to
Yeah,
figure it
sit
out
the golden
eventually.
boot.
Nah. We'll do that one next time.
You
We're
got it.
going on for a while now.
And Sega Koulibaly is the first
gotta be.
defender to win MVP. Sheesh.
Win that Landon Donovan MVP award.
Let's go.
I like
So
it.
nobody's gonna get golden boot as well.
Damn.
He's going to win the Golden Boot, too. Damn.
Literally just golden boots.
All right. So
Wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Everybody's good?
We're good.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Wrap it
Thank
up,
you.
B.
All right. Thank you. Want to stay on the line? We're gonna close out with you. Thank you everyone for watching. Whether this is live on the streams, on the listening platform, Spotify, all I know is Spotify, Apple Podcast, whatever it is.
Wow.
Whatever's
we do,
pleasant to yours. I'm an Android guy.
You good?
I'm not a
bro.
sucker.
You good? We recommend everybody that listens to this on Spotify and all that to come to the live chat and join it,
Yeah.
and then maybe call us and talk shit to us.
Yeah.
Just saying.
We appreciate that. That
Yeah.
would be great. But yeah, again, make sure to like, share, anything that helps us and spread news across the galaxy. Again, we appreciate all of you.
Yes.
All of you. If you want
Everybody.
to find me on any social medias, my name is Eddie Nags, Twitter, Instagram. That's pretty much it. Bryant.
You can find me as Bryant Nags on Instagram and Twitter. And that's about it. OnlyFans? No, I'm just kidding. Alex, what you got?
You can find me at on IG at _steamrollers_.
Edgar?
I mean, Twitter is Edgar Nags, not to be confused with Eddie Nags, because it still happens to this day. What the hell, man? You know,
Learn to be
twins.
cool. Huh?
You guys are twins.
but,
He wishes.
yeah.
What you got, Willis?
You can find me on Twitter at Willis_89.
That was Willis_89 on Twitter.
Oh, and
Thanks-
shout out to our MLS fantasy group.
Oh, yeah.
I'm coming for all of you motherfuckers. Just letting you know. Sweet Chin Plowster is
that was-
coming for the title, baby. Let's go.
That was-
Let's
there's
go.
There's one thing we forgot to mention before we go, and that is, I'll mention it real quick. The LA Galaxy sent out a survey asking fans to chime in with their ideas about our next jersey for
I'll give you guys each 5
2024.
minutes.
No, bro.
No.
wrap it up.
I just
We'll
wanted
go
to
next
mention
one.
that. It's like,
Next
All
time
if you
we'll
haven't
talk
gotten the
about
survey,
Baby,
ask about
Nag
it.
After Dark. Nag After Dark.
Yes,
After
please
Dark.
join us for Nag After
All
Dark.
right. Here we go.
Screw
Thank
MLS
you.
for copying
Once
us.
again, thank you everyone for watching. This has been News Across the Galaxy. My name is Eddie. For Bryant, Alex, Edgar, Willis, we're going to out of here. Until next time.
Keep on
Oh,
nagging.
nagging.
Let's go.
Ooh, I like
Keep on.